Good morning.
What's so
And
good about it?
what the fuck? So we failed to tell Tank today's the second episode of Therapy Session. So we might push that to Wednesday, or we might just complain about it today.
I have a real complaint now. I got a real one, guys. Oh my god. Oh my.
I'm upset about it too. I just can't believe how cheap that was and how I don't know. As for me, like I'm not a Steelers fan, I'm not a Chicago's fan, but however, this man is on my dynasty team. And he's a very talented QB, but he was just sitting the wrong team. So now I don't know. Like if Russ is there for the short term and then they explore with Justin, maybe that's the case, or maybe Justin outdoes him. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot to process. So yeah, Bryon comes in and says the Bears organization should block Omar Khan's phone from Ryan Poles' phone.
Oh my god, what the?
I just want to check up on Bryon. Are you okay?
I'm not okay. Okay, so look. I went through probably like 6 of the 12 steps of depression. You know, going through. First, I was just angry. I was like, "What the?" I was cursing everybody out. I was just totally angry. Then I got really upset. I was like, "Man, I can't believe this dude is not on our team. We got a 6th-round pick for a conditional 6th-round pick for him." Like, I don't even understand what was going on. And then I was like confused because then I was like, so why did we hold on to him for all this time? Like, you up to like the 20th is Calib Williams' pro day. So you held him all this time and then you decided to trade him 3 days before the stuff happens. So then I honestly went to a little depression. just like, you know what? F the Bears. I'm not paying no money to the Bears at all this season. I'm not buying no more jerseys. Forget everybody. The Bears will get none of my money. Then I kind of realized, okay, well, I'm not going to a game next year. That's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to a game next year. And then I kind of settled on, you know what? F it. I'm just going to buy me a Steelers jersey like Derpy. I'm going to a real organization. I'm done.
They got Fields. It's crazy how they just settled for a 6. They had other opportunities to send them other places for more. And for a 6th is just like, what?
The report is the Giants before free agency told them we'll do a first pick swap. That's a better deal than the freaking 6th or conditional 4th.
Was it even this year's 6 or next year's 6?
It's next year's 6, right? Because if he plays more than
51% or more, it becomes a 4th. That's what I remember seeing.
It's
amazing to see. I question Bryon Poles now.
No,
I question Bryon Poles. Like I thought he was okay. I thought he was good. Now I really question him. I don't know how I feel about the Bears at all.
I know how I feel. Everyone in Chicago is like, that wants Calib Williams. Everyone's going to be like, hey, we got the new guy. And not realize he's a freaking rookie. And he's not going to be able to carry you anywhere. He's not C.J. Stroud. This is not what he is. C.J. Stroud carried the team all in the national championship game. That's what he did. Mm-hmm. So he knows how to play with talent around him. Calib Williams had talent around him, and he couldn't do anything. He couldn't beat anybody. He couldn't beat him in Oklahoma. He couldn't beat anyone at USC. It's not going to be the same thing. And then we give him everybody. Keenan Allen now. Like, we give him every chance to win. It's like you give Justin Fields nothing for 3 years, and then you give him everything before you even draft him, before you even have the medicals on him. It's stupid. As a GM, I don't understand. If you're going to stick to your guns and wait till after Wednesday, then why didn't you didn't do it? I don't understand. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers are geniuses. They went from a quarterback room last year that was just Trubisky and Pickett and it was whatever his name is, to Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, and all they gave up was $1.2 million and a 6th-round pick.
Oh, geniuses!
What the?
They pulled it off. Yeah. Pretty much, Anthony. Pretty much. You know what's crazy is, you know, kind of what Saver was saying. What was the point of having Fields this entire time, right? Like, they were rebuilding to get everything for Justin, and then they rebuild, and once the moment they are built, they get rid of him. It's like, what was the point of the whole situation, like, of rebuilding, just to send him away? It's so crazy to me. I don't understand. Pittsburgh Steelers are I also question, because we were gonna do the therapy episode today too, and one of them was, why consider firing Mike Tomlin? He's literally one of the best coaches ever.
I think it's their fans. I don't think it's the actual organization.
But still, it doesn't matter. Like, even fans or not, they got nothing to say. Like, he's one of the best coaches ever. You can't just say one of the best coaches out. Like, you know how many 31 teams will be rushing in the building just to get in line for this guy. So it doesn't make sense. And then all of a sudden, now they're looking great. Tomlin's still there. I just don't understand.
Their defense is going to be amazing. They get another safety. Oh my God. And then now their offense is going to be amazing. Even if they might be better, Russell Wilson getting hurt game 3, Justin Fields coming in after seeing Russell Wilson for 3 games and kill it. Like, unbelievable. I can't believe the moves they made.
The thing is, who's he throwing to though? That's, he's got Pickens.
Yeah, Pickens.
George Pickens.
Yeah.
Freiermuth. They need another receiver.
Yeah, but they got 2 running backs, so he doesn't have to be there. Yeah, 2 good running backs.
Mm-hmm.
One of which has pretty good hands.
So it's going to be very interesting.
They still have that 1st-round draft pick.
But that line though, they has Justin really is that line slightly better? I don't know. Because I feel like it's me and Mark has been complaining about this line for a couple years.
Oh, Van Jefferson, don't forget him.
Yeah, they did get Van Jefferson.
Yeah, we've been talking about this line for quite some time. So, yeah. So what week are we betting on CW gets a first win for the injured for the season? I don't know, man.
I don't know if he's injured for the season, but he's gonna get hurt the first time he gets hit, for real, and realize you're in the real offensive line and you're in the NFL and they get hit in the face. And he's 6'1", 214 pounds. Not even used to being hit in the coat.
Mm-hmm.
It's not ideal for Chicago. It's just not.
SpongeBob for 62 cents. Steelers signed Jim McMahon, Smokey J. Cutler, and complete. Yeah, no.
To complete
Why the hell not? A fan of Tomlin and stupidity of some of the fans. I agree, man. I don't understand.
Omar is cooking. I don't know what the hell the dude is doing.
Yeah, I don't understand the Steelers fans, because most of them have only had 2 coaches in their entire lifetime.
Okay.
And they're out here clamoring for a new coach. Meanwhile, you got teams like us who have new coaches every 3 years.
Every week.
So
I'm like, really? I would kill to have a coach be more, than 5 years. You guys want a new coach? Crazy.
Calvin Austin,
left tackle, right, in the draft. Years. Oh no! Nuts. If the Steelers go left tackle in the draft, right, then they have a new left tackle, Broderick Jones, James Daniels. Ryan McCullum is fine. They'll just need a left guard, and then that line is fixed too.
Yeah, they need to get that line. If Troy Vitanu actually falls down to them, they should probably get him. Yeah. But these 2 receivers aren't gonna cut it, man. I'm telling you right now. Van Jefferson and Calvin Austin they're not it. So, that's that. Yeah. No.
I don't know. I think that they're okay because Marcus Callaway too shown flashes. We've seen flashes of goodness. Yeah. Well, he's what the Steelers have now.
Well, when he's with the
Saints,
Saints.
when he's with the Saints. So we saw flashes of things with him. So I'm not worried about that. And plus, you know what? Justin Fields has never had any talent. He don't need talent. He don't have any talent. Anyway, we've never given him. We gave him one receiver. He had 1,300 yards, and everyone else is booty. So it doesn't even matter. He's actually upgrading in talent on the roster.
Yeah. No. See, was hold on to build a little longer, looking for the play. He could be shifty scrambler like Mahomes or Kyler in those situations. Going to take sacks to release faster, improve. Yeah. No. We'll see.
But the line is so bad at pass protection.
So I think this is why, and this is the thing though. Justin's used to this. He'll go to the different team with a horrible. It's crazy. Both these guys are. Both of these guys are.
Yeah, they are.
It's their careers. So
I did see the rumor about Deebo Samuel. I did see the rumor about Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, I don't know about
Omar does if he does.
I don't know.
Does that? I'm getting my jersey. Forget it. I'm gonna get a Steelers Dynasty Pylon jersey. Matter of fact, I just wear it every day we coming on.
Okay. Bummed out for sure. Yeah, Justin's connection. Yeah, no, we'll see. I know DJ, but DJ somehow manages though. He somehow manages. He still is productive no matter what. He has his entire career. He's had bad quarterbacks. So for the first time, he actually had someone pretty decent. Yeah, you can tell the difference between what he's had in his career to what last year was. So
you're fitting to get kicked out of here if you say things like that.
What's the Bears pass on Caleb Williams?
Bryon will not stand for this blasphemy.
No. Honestly, this is how things have been going for my entire life. Like every time the Trubisky draft, you know how I was on the mountaintop screaming, Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes. I was on the mountaintop. We traded up. I was like, we're going to do it. Trubisky, dude. This team does those type of stupid things. I don't know. I'm hurt, and I no longer believe they can do anything smart. I believe everything they do is going to be dumb again. It's going to be
different
dumb.
GMs too.
Daniels
doesn't matter. It's the organization. It has to be the owners.
There's something in the water out there. There's something in the water because it's not Michigan. The first GM to do this.
It's Lake Michigan. So I did want to say that what I heard was Poles wanted to go with Caleb Williams and trade Justin early, like right during the combine. He wanted to trade him then. Kevin Warren, the new president, did not. He thought that was stupid. He thought it would be smarter to build a team and give Justin 2 more years. It's only going to cost him $28 million. We have a lot of money. Give him 2 years with a huge, unbelievable team that we're going to build. And then you take those draft picks. He thought exactly what everyone's been saying. And there's a power struggle. And then finally he said, look, this is your team. Caleb's your guy. If he's not good, you will be fired. And that's what they went with. So that's what they traded Justin Fields. But why wait this long? Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
I said Drake May because he can be like Rex Grossman.
It's crazy that it's so cheap, man. Because he's like, oh, jeez.
I think
he's better, man. Anthony, I think he's better. Yeah. He's way better than that. Like, people don't know Drake May. Right now, there is not a lot of spotlight on Drake May. Drake May's pretty good.
And he's big.
I like Drake May. Like, he's Jaden Daniels obviously is my one. I would take Drake May as my 2. That's just how I feel about it. Should have kept Fields and had something there. No, that's exactly what they've been complaining about. Like, Fields would have been a better option than a freaking 6. What player is this 6th or 4th you're gonna get from? Like, how good of an impact is this player, whoever this is gonna be anywhere remotely close to the talent of Justin Fields? None.
You're 100% right.
None.
And so Chase Claypool, he just put it up. Chase Claypool, the Bears gave him a 2nd round pick. Almost 1st round pick for Chase Claypool, and they received a 6th round pick for Justin Fields. And what's interesting is that Brian Poles has been trading our late draft picks for players left and right. Like, he doesn't believe in late draft picks right now. So that's crazy that he didn't trade Justin Fields for a 6th rounder. Brian Bates, a backup center, got traded for a 5th rounder.
Mm-hmm.
And then we give Justin Fields for a 6th.
Yeah.
Dude, at that point, you just hold on to him and wait till someone needs a quarterback. It just doesn't make sense. You're not doing anything. And it's not even for this year's draft. It's for 2025. So what the hell are you doing?
I don't know.
Yeah. You will not be seeing me wearing a Bears jersey anytime soon, guys. I'm just letting you know it's not happening.
So what did the Eagles get, or what did the Steelers get for Kenny Pickett?
No, so see those are swaps, though.
Yeah,
that's the difference. Those are swaps. So they didn't really receive a 4th and 6, or or you guys didn't really a 3rd and 5th. You swapped picks, so that's not really the same. I'm sure the Bears could have got swapped, and with a saved face. But obviously, Ryan Poles doesn't believe his draft is deep. He believes it's only 4th round deep because he's trading everything else below it. So he doesn't want anything for this draft. But what's crazy on the chart, a 6th round 2025 draft is the same as a Mr. Irrelevant pick of this year.
Yeah. The talent, it makes no sense. It really makes no sense. He was better than half the league. It amazes me that people are out there thinking that Fields was this bad. Like he wasn't this bad, and it's crazy. CW doesn't do anything in 3 years. Poles is fired. Or back to square, -1, not 0. Pulls in, yeah.
Oh, well, here's one interesting stat though that stuck out at me about Fields. But I watched the whole video on him, and I don't know if you guys know this, but as a starter, his winning percentage was 23%.
So
everybody else who started for the Bears in that same time span was at 46%.
But understand, first of all, he did more. He had more games, right? Then so the first year they designed the offense made for the Red Rocket. So his offense was totally designed for him. So Fields walks to an office that's not for him. He gets sacked 8 times. There's no way he's going to win. The second year, they get rid of all their good players, right? Everyone. They tank intentionally. So how do you put those percentages, those losses on him when you're trying as an organization to lose? Like, that doesn't make sense. And then this year we went 7-10 when really he didn't play 2 of the games, And then we should have won those other 3. So like it's a skewed stat that really doesn't make any sense, because when the organization's not trying to win, and is obviously not trying to win because they're not supporting the quarterback, and they get rid of their entire defense, yes, you're going to lose. It had nothing to do with him. It has everything to do with this team.
Yeah.
It's going from a bad organization to a good organization. So I'm happy for Justin Fields in that regard.
He's in a better spot.
Yeah, he's a much better spot. I mean,
he's in a better. Look,
great coach, upgraded organization. I mean, give him a chance in the town that's going to see him do the things he does, and they're going to be like, "Oh my God, he's better than Lamar." That's what they're going to say, and then now we're going to have someone to compete with Lamar, and I'm going to be so upset in 3 years when they're in the playoffs.
We're going to be seeing Justin Fields like he's going to rise eventually. Maybe not this year, but we don't know if depending on injury. If Russell Wilson plays like ass again, okay, because it's been 2 years already. Last year he wasn't doing too bad.
I think he has 4 games. If he's not winning in those 4 games,
they'll go to Justin.
Yeah, and Mike Tomlin already said
they'll rotate between the two.
Mike Tomlin already said that Justin Fields is the backup. You need to go learn from, learn from him right now. And then I think 4 games in, they have a feel for Justin Fields, and Russell's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. They pull him because it's not going to cost him any money. It's a $1.2 million thing. They'll pull him. They'll put Justin in and let Justin just do his thing. And then all of a sudden, if they make the playoffs, and Tomlin, if they start 0-4, and then Tomlin makes the playoffs because of Justin Fields, oh yeah, that's gonna. They don't give him a big contract.
Yeah,
He makes sense though.
This we don't know. We don't know because it's the first time Russell actually has somebody young enough to learn under him. For the past couple of times, it was always mediocre guys coming in, or guys that were just really underdrafted and they just came in, like they were in the league already. So it was like this is the first time Russell has been in a more veteran, like the old guy, right? Like this is that time. So I don't know about that.
Well, I heard that he was good with Gino though. When Gino first got there, he taught him. They used to go to his house, doing a lot of stuff.
That's true. No, you're right. You're right because no, and then Gino actually thanked Russell for everything that he did. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That following year when he did really good and he threw like 30 touchdowns, he actually thanked Russell. Russell was what is the main mentor?
His main, and he still calls me before games and we go through stuff. So I think Russell is a good mentor. And now you have a guy, Justin Fields, who's very much built like Ben Roethlisberger, a big guy who he might hold the ball, but he's trying to make plays down on the field. You know how to play with this guy. The team understands him. I think that you're going to have success with that. But all you got to do is teach him how to throw the damn ball quicker. So Russell being there, I think is a positive.
Yeah, it'll be
wild.
Hey,
let's not forget who the offensive coordinator is. He likes to play the second string guys.
It'll be wild for the Steelers in divisional games a couple seasons. Yeah, no, I hope so. I hope it will be lit, man. I love that division. There's some division there. I think they're like my second favorite division to watch. Huh?
That's my first.
That's your first?
And Lamar. Oh my, Joe Burrow. And now we got two of those. Oh God, I love that division.
And like it's a good division, don't get me wrong, but I love watching Eagles, Cowboys, Commanders, and Giants just beat up on each other because they're all the same. They're all one and the same. Like they're all good together. They all suck together. Like this whole thing with that division.
Hey, you're not wrong.
Like that's why I like that division. It's I don't know. But here's the thing: Russell brought the Broncos back last year with the chance to playoffs, and his defense blew that for him. Yeah. I last year Russell actually showed a little bit of improvement from the previous year with that, like his first year with the Broncos compared to his second year. So, and I think it had a lot to do with the coaching. But again,
you gotta remember,
Sean Payton never really brought him in.
But they start off 0-5.
They did, but they changed it.
But I'm saying if he starts off 0-5 for the Steelers, he won't be the starting quarterback anymore.
Well, yeah, the Broncos didn't really have much of an option. They just had to go with it.
They had to go with it.
So here they have an option. So this is Russell's job to lose.
Yep.
I don't think that Russell will lose it. He's still pretty good.
Hurt. I think he gets hurt.
Yeah, but he's not. He gets hurt.
And they're not going to let him with a bum shoulder. They're not going to let him start because you have Justin Fields behind him.
You know how stubborn he is. What the hell?
Oh, they're just going to pull him. Mike Tomlin's the one dude that could just, hey, no, you pull it, bro.
Yeah. So yeah,
you know, there's no, you're not going to argue with Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, I agree. What's up, Brandon? Yeah.
The anger.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty crazy.
If I wasn't buying that new house, I would literally be moving.
They Skittles and the bag of chips is basically, huh?
No, I would be moving out of state. If I wasn't buying a house in this, I would be moving out of state. I'm done. I'm moving to Indiana. I need to go over the border. I need a new team. This is ridiculous.
See, the thing is, this is Bryan's guy. Bryan loves Justin Fields, and I've always liked him, but I've never loved him, and it's because of the organization. I don't think I've ever fell in love with Justin Fields as much as Bryan did, and Bryan fell in love with a talented QB that finally got him. Like, I remember draft day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we go back to when they drafted him and how happy he was?
I remember draft day, and I was one of the very first reaction, like that I wish we had a clip of it or a video of it, but I was one of the very first ones that when we were watching it together and like we were having a watch party. I kind of went crazy and I started saying, "Oh my God," and I got off my couch, and then everyone was like, "Wait, what's going on?" I guess I was ahead by
you were
5 seconds.
Like a minute, yeah.
And then everyone's like, "What's going on? Why is he excited? Why is he just not so excited, but shocked excited?" And then eventually it happened. They got Justin Fields. Bryon was hollering and screaming.
I called it.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we'll give you.
I call type of crazy stuff, but this one actually hit. So
yeah, and you know, I've always enjoyed him watching like what he does in college. So good for the Steelers. They don't have to worry about a quarterback for a while.
Yeah.
So good for them. They really they'll see how much of a talent he is. And I really hope that the Steelers play the Bears and they actually start Justin.
Oh my God! You know what?
Just give Russell a day off.
This might be blasphemy. But I hope the Steelers play the Bears and they stomp a hole in the Bears. I want the Bears to get a hole stomped inside them. I want Calib Williams to get hurt during the game. I want the Bears to look so sad when they got put Tyson Bagent in the game and Justin Fields is running all over them and throwing the ball deep. Oh my God, to George Pickens. Yeah. It's going to be who's another receiver that you could have drafted in the second round. Like the Bears are right there. They passed on him.
Yeah.
I would love to see it.
Braden has a point. Braden does have a point. They could just do what they did with Tua and Fitz over in Miami.
For a little while.
Let Fields play until they see the struggle bus happen. Throw in Russ in the third or fourth quarter. That's a very good possibility, man. Like I'm not opposed to that. But again, when you have two good QBs, it's a possibility. Are you a Steelers fan now?
Oh, I'm buying a jersey, bro. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm having a Steelers jersey. That's happening.
I sound like a Packers fan.
I'm not. I also hate the Packers fan. So if both Ryan Poles and a Packers guy, and I don't care who you want, Jordan Love, were both on fire, I'll put Ryan Poles out and then I'll punch him. I will not do anything.
Calib Williams a Packers fan.
Say what?
It's true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I don't like the dude. I don't think he's the best option. But Chicago will erupt if the Bears find something in the medicals about Calib Williams and don't draft him. And they gave up Justin Fields. So the whole city will erupt. And they might go and storm Soldier Field because I don't know if you guys know. Last night, people went to Soldier Field to complain and to riot. Like yesterday, they were complaining about the whole Justin Fields. People went to Soldier Field like just to do that.
Yeah,
see what Braden's talking about. Fields wasn't good in the fourth quarter. Okay, Russ out there.
No, we know what you're saying. I think, but Justin needs the opportunity, but. I think they're going to be very happy with what they have, and I'm happy for Justin. I think this is a better situation. I think him going to Philly wouldn't have been a good situation, but him going to the only guy in front of you is a guy who signed a 1-year, $1.2 million contract.
Yeah, I just want to make you feel old.
Well, that's because he's already getting paid how much?
Your son has been not. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Golden Dover.
Nice.
I already feel old. Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be in the NFL this year, so
I'm okay with that.
Oh man, see,
as an Arizona Cardinal at this rate,
that's just crazy. Like I barely got to see Marvin Harrison.
Oh really? Oh, I saw him.
I saw him
every game.
2 seasons. 2 seasons. So that was like, but I knew the connection was there. I'm not sure. Was he in the Saints Super Bowl? He wasn't, was he?
But Marvin won. Yeah, he wasn't. And then,
was he in that? Was he in that game?
No, he was in the Bears Super Bowl.
He was in the Bears Super Bowl.
Wasn't it Colts?
I think
Colts
he retired shortly after that. Yeah. Well, no, that was Colts and Saints, but I don't think he played that one. I think that was just Reggie Wayne. Yeah, I think that was just Reggie Wayne in that one.
Okay.
I think he was retired before they did that one.
This is Derrick Rose all over again.
No, see, Derrick was injured. That's the thing, but Justin Fields is not injured. He's at the prime of his career. You traded away a 25-year-old quarterback with amazing skills that showed you the 1 year you gave him any weapons that he could do things positively for a 6th-round pick next year. Like maybe 4th. It's stupid though. It's just
Maybe
oh,
you know what I want.
no, if I'm the Steelers, I'm holding
I
them out
hope
to game 9.
that he
Like
he
so I can
plays
pay him 48% of the snaps.
he
And then,
plays just enough to get that 4th pick.
I hope he plays just
Or
enough.
not the
that the
4th
Bears
pick, like
don't get the 4th
50%. It was 51%. So the Steelers play him 50%.
I want it to be 50. They need 51.
50%.
Let's keep him right at 50.
Right at 50. All right, just look, you can't play no more.
All right, Justin, we need to come out for the rest of this.
They pull him out for the 4th quarter
play
in the 17th game. They pull him out. They're like, yeah. Oh, come
They'll
on,
go. They'll go
you sit
like
down right here.
Russell first half, Fields second half, and then the vice versa. All right, Fields, you'll start this game, and then at halftime we'll pull you and pull Russell in.
I want Russell to get hurt game 9. Justin Fields starts all the games to game 17, and then they pull him in the 4th quarter just to make sure it's not 51%. Screw the Bears. I'm screw them.
No Marvin Harrison's. No Marvin Harrison versus the Saints. Coltac, Clark, Garcon, Coley, and Wayne. Okay, all right. Yeah. See, I don't even know if he was. I don't even know he was there at the time. So, don't you put that PSD on my. Now it's a division rival. I admit, not going to miss Fields. The fact that 2 games a season, highly mobile QBs are like, yeah, no, and that's the thing though. Like,
yeah.
You
kill
the
Lions every single year. Justin Fields did so well against them.
The Lions, Vikings, and the Packers are all laughing at the Bears right now. They're all laughing. Their office are just like, what are they doing? Like, okay, fine, let's do what you got to do. You made all these moves, right? All these talented dudes to come for a guy who you don't even know he's gonna be eligible to play. Like, will he be eligible, but you don't know his connection yet.
You haven't even seen
mad.
He's a leader. You don't know anything about it. You know that his teammates didn't like him at USC. You know that people Oklahoma didn't like him. You know those things. You haven't seen the medicals, and you trade away your only security. Like what? And you waited to now. It's beyond stupid.
That's what I'm saying. They built it. They built it for him, and then right when it's built, they get rid of him.
Yep.
I feel so bad for Justin. Like he put so much for the Lions, Vikings, and Bears. Oh my! they just like it's amazing. It really is amazing. So the Bears are gonna get Calib Williams, 100%.
That means that Hurts is not the future when you're going to trade for Justin Fields. No, I think that they thought that he's injury prone and that his shoulder might not be ready by the beginning of the season. And then you can play Fields. Yeah, you could play Fields anytime he's out, and then you could trade him. You pick up his 5th-year option, and you could trade him and get more capital than you actually gave up for him, which will be just another team doing that will be just ludicrous. If something happens to a team like, say Kirk Cousins gets hurt again, and then the Pittsburgh Steelers trade Justin Fields to the Atlanta Falcons for a 2nd-round pick, I'm going to laugh in Chicago's face. I am, oh my God. Like,
what's crazy is that could happen.
It could happen.
Because Atlanta has nobody behind Kirk. If that happens, the Steelers now can have that. They could just wheel and deal. I'm like, well, we have them.
There you go. How does this make you feel?
Yeah, Bears Nation, let's ride.
I know. Hey, but you know what they did? Once again, the Cardinals waited to draft day to do the trade. They waited to draft day, and when someone didn't get the guy they wanted, they ended up getting the draft pick they wanted. They got. But instead of Poles was being impatient. First, he was being really, really patient and said, I'm going to wait till this pro day. Then he lied and then did make this trade right before the pro day. You don't know what you're going to get. And you could have held on to the draft and got more picks. On draft day, they could have got a 3rd, a 4th. You know, like, why are you doing this?
Yeah. Let me ask you this. You think Steelers trade Najee? He was the last Colbert pick. They should. They should.
They would.
No, I think they should.
I think they're going for it.
Well, I think they should. They should get something out of him. They still have Warren.
I think they need both of them. What offense does not need 2 running backs?
No,
Right.
that's true. But I think if I don't know, he's how old is he now? How old is Najee?
Najee is
24.
20. He's pretty old, man. He has to be like 26 now.
I think he's 25.
I think he's 26. He came in at
Oh,
24,
he might be
23.
26.
I think he might be 26. He's going on his third year. I'm going to say he's 26. What is he? Picture should draft I think so too. I think they give him another weapon.
I think you go left tackle.
First you go line. Yeah. Go line, then receiver. Those running backs are still going to be there in the third.
Exactly.
These running backs aren't that great.
This is a deep back draft. This is a deep running back draft.
Just
Deep
turned,
wide receiver
bam,
draft.
boom. Get some. Just turned 26. I knew it. 26 years old.
That means he has 2
At
really,
least
really good years.
A good 2. Not everyone is the king. Okay. And even the king is still gonna.
Oh, he said just. He's right. 8 days ago.
March 9th.
Hey, look, that still counts. Still, I said 26. It still counts. Give it to me, all right? Definitely. I agree with that, Derby. That line has been atrocious for a couple of years now, and me and Mark complain about it all the time. We complain about that line second to the Giants. For me and Mark, we've been complaining about the Giants line for years, and then it comes to the Steelers, like if they're gonna fix it or not. And we just laugh every year, like, are they gonna fix it? Is that Najee's just gonna die? So March 9th was his birthday. There you go.
Yep.
See if any of us remember that next year. I'll be impressed if some of us come back next year and say that. Happy birthday,
I got a lot
Najee.
of birthdays in there. I don't care about Najee Harris like that.
Just if he's there. We might steal Roman Wilson.
No, we got someone already.
No. Are the Vikings trading up for the 10th spot? Dude, I don't know. The way it's looking, I think I don't think so.
Yes.
You think so?
I think they do.
I think
because of what they did. So when they took the two second rounders to get a first rounder this year, the 23rd from the Texans. So now they have 2 first round picks.
Right,
take your 2 first round picks and you package it up to the Chargers.
But the teams in front of them don't need a QB except for the top 3. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think they need to move up.
No.
They're only at the 11. Like, what's one spot away? They're only at the 11. Why?
Well, there's two factors. There's
I think they moved to 5.
There's the Giants because we don't know what they're doing, and then I know they don't have a lot of capital, but there's always a possibility the Broncos or somebody else tries to jump up too.
And the Raiders.
And the
Raiders could try to jump up too. You know, so
that's
Broncos,
why you have to be
Raiders. Yeah, I think
you
that
don't believe in the
Falcons.
You don't believe in Jimmy G.
That's why the Bears traded up one spot to get Mitchell Trubisky because they were scared someone else was going to take
it. Yeah, because they're dumb. They're the dumbest organization in all football. I don't know. We're right below Carolina because Carolina's dumb, and then we're
below.
I was
gonna say as bad as that is, it's still Carolina still has you beat. Okay?
It's still number 1. They still get the.
They could have had 2 first round picks for Brian Burns. Instead, they got a second.
Brian, don't give me PTSD about
March. Hey, I understand. Now March 5th. Justin Fields turned 25 on March 5th. The dude is just now turned 25.
It'd be wild that the Vikes trade their picks just to have a choice of the 4th quarterback. I think you need to feature 1st and 2nd to make additional Pats or Commanders give up their spot. That would be better for them. But I don't think they're gonna do it though. I think
if
they can't just roll out with Sam Darnold, man. There's no way.
If the
Commanders
Commanders
they have to get JJ.
Draft Jaden Daniels,
Patriots are trading out.
Will trade down.
Mm-hmm.
That's just if they do that, the Patriots will trade down. So now if you offer the 11th, the 23rd, and a second round next year, do the Patriots take that and trade down? You know, maybe 2 seconds. You might think give them 2 seconds.
Don't really
maybe
have anybody there though. They don't have anybody.
But they don't. need it. They're not going to take another quarterback. They don't, they'll rather take a flyer on somebody.
Man, you're really Bailey
They're
Zappi. No. I'm not.
No, I'd say they go get Bo Nix or at 23.
Yeah,
pick up
they're
a
happy
guy,
with the guy who can get in the second, third round.
Yeah. So if they want to do that, and then they picked up 2 first rounds and 2 second rounders.
Yeah,
the Patriots are trading.
So what you guys are saying is they're going to get Drake May.
If the Commanders get Jaden Daniels, and then the Vikings will trade up to get Drake May.
We'll see.
And then the Cardinals will draft Marvin Harrison Jr.
That's already solid. I don't think that's going to be out of the question.
See, that's the only thing. If the Patriots decide to draft Marvin Harrison Jr., that's the only thing that could throw a monkey wrench into that. But they're not going to draft anyone but Jaden Daniels.
Oh my gosh! So if say the Patriots do that, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardinals go with Joe Alt, which screws up the Titans, and the Titans would have to go. Oh my god!
Fashanu.
I think if Marvin Harrison's not there, the Cardinals trade back too.
I can see that. What? Like the Cardinals trade back too, and then next year, so
I think they go Joe Alt. If Harrison's going, they'll go Joe Alt.
You don't think they trade the Broncos for?
You can still get
trade with the Broncos and get
him
left tackle.
Or a guy from Penn State.
The thing is, though, Fashanu and Joe Alt are way too good to pass up. If say you lost your receiver, right? Say what?
I've seen 3.
Will be there.
Yeah, I've seen 3 mock drafts.
Not if you're sitting at the 4th mark.
He's saying that one of them could still be there because if someone's coming to get the 4th, get another quarterback, you still have the 3 wide receivers and 2 defensive ends. It's possible if you train back to 10 or 11.
Those dudes
every mock draft has only one of them going in the top 10, and that's only like 50% of them.
They both go in the top 10. I think they go.
I
think Fashanu or Alt go in the top 10.
No, JJ McCarthy is going in the top 10. That's what's going
to happen. You're going to have 4 quarterbacks and like 4 receivers.
That depends on what. It depends on what the Patriots
do. Right there. There's not enough room for 2 tackles to go in the top 10.
And we know Atlanta, if there's no quarterback there, they're not going to overdraft. They're going to go defensive end. Chicago is going.
No, Atlanta's not going to do it. What worries me is the Jets. The Jets might have to do it.
Not with the way the Jets. Have you seen the Jets? Have you seen the Jets? What they did this offseason?
Oh yeah, no, they got Tyron Smith now. They're not going to get it.
Yeah,
it's like they got Morgan Moses and Tyron Smith.
No, I forgot about that.
They're off the tackle board. The only 2 teams who might draft a tackle that I would worry about would be Chargers or Titans. But other than that, no one else is going to touch a tackle.
Exactly. So Morgan Moses and Tyron Smith just makes sense for the Jets. So now they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about the Jets with the 2 tackles. So yeah, because they were the other one in the top 10 that might get it because they're 10. But yeah, they're not going to.
Cardinals trade if MHA's.
Yeah,
Braden I saw the stupidest thing.
Or you just give Malik Neighbors though.
No, they're not taking Malik that high. They're just not.
No,
and they'll trade back and get more picks because they feel like they're building this team because they got Kyler Murray and Kyler Murray is good enough no matter what.
Yeah. We saw the stupidest mock draft with the Cardinals. We had Braden and I were like literally scratching.
Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, my guy.
Why would the Cardinals do this? Later, Braden, have a good one. Okay. So it was the Cardinals trade back with the Vikings and give the Vikings the 4th pick.
Okay.
But then take their Texans pick and the pick from the Vikings to move back up to the 5th spot. And I'm like, why are you giving up an extra pick to move back one spot?
Because you're going to get more from – you're getting a lot more from the Vikings.
Value out of it.
You're probably going to get 2025 first. You get 2025 first and probably 2 seconds to go from 3 to 11.
That becomes a 3-way deal at that point. No, because Vikings have
kind of, but because like the Cardinals Vikings trade was the 23rd and the 11th, and I think maybe some like picks in 2025. So I mean, I guess maybe that's the extra you're giving, but then they take the 23rd and the 11th and then trade that back up to get to the 5th spot.
No, they're going to take the 23rd, 11th, and the 1st round next year. So that's 3 first-rounder picks basically to move up. So with the Cardinals get that makes sense. So now because they now got a first rounder in 2025 for a team that's going to start a rookie quarterback. So
which I mean is
that's
in
the
effect
recipe,
what they did last year.
which is it's a recipe for success. Except
they had the 3
who knew
spot
CJ
that they
Stroud
traded
was
to the
great.
Texans. They traded back to like the 12th, and then they traded back up to the 6th to get Paris Johnson.
Exactly.
Yeah. How you feel about Kirk on the Falcons?
And then you still have more picks out of it.
He was playing at the very high level until Green Bay game. He got hurt in garbage time. Yeah, no. I didn't want that, but of course I was okay with it. Let's just put it that way. Just because me and my mind about longevity, he's there for 4 years, and I get it. QBs aren't really like they could play until like they're 40, but sometimes there's a 36 mark. There's that 36 mark that always I see QBs at age 36 kind of deteriorate. Cousins there.
Well, he already did. He tore his Achilles last year.
Exactly. That's the thing.
problem.
Like, and he's coming in, and it's like, well, if he's fully healed, awesome. But he's also old as hell in the NFL, where the fact that it just can happen again. Like it's not fully healed. The older you get, your body doesn't heal as fast, and that's the problem. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried.
But I tore my Achilles. I tore my Achilles, and I was 21 years old. Okay, for 2 years, it wasn't the same, and I never had the same explosion. So, and with quarterback, the thing that matters more. I mean, you got your shoulder, your arm, your shoulder, and then you have your legs. That's how you throw the ball. And when you're doing that and you're playing on these different surfaces and turf, once you injure your Achilles, it's easy to injure it again. It's really, really easy to injure it again. And it's not on that level. I worry. I think, I can see him getting hurt this season. And it'll start as a calf strain, right? It'll start as a calf strain, and you say, okay, you'll send him out a couple of weeks. And then he comes back, and all of a sudden on a non-contact play, he's throwing the ball, and he's on the ground because he tore his Achilles again.
Hey, it's a Joe Burrow.
This is what happens. It takes 2 years to strengthen it.
They're not the same. It worries me. Again, do him, like, let's say none of that happened, right? Kirk Cousins was fully healthy. I'd still be okay with it, but I'd still worry about it. Why? Because there's that age factor. I'm telling you right now, there's a certain age for certain positions that I look into, and they deteriorate. Some of them are outliers, but you could still notice the change in their bodies as they've played this damn game for half their lives, more than half. So, again, I wanted Justin. Why? Because younger
25-year-old.
I feel like he was talented. And any QB in this system right now is going to explode. So good for Kirk. I like it. I'm okay with it. I'm not excited about it as much as I would have been for Justin. But again, if I knew that, if the Falcons knew, they could have just gave up a 6 and just convinced Poles,
Yeah.
So stupid.
You can give up a 6. Why not? Whatever.
I can't believe this.
Kirk Cousins has made more money. Playing football,
$400 million, wasn't it? Yeah. The dude. The
like
dude
every
is
other
amazing.
quarterback, he's like made more money than any
That
other
dude
quarterback.
is amazing.
He's made more money at quarterback than anybody else.
$400 million, bro.
Lord.
Like, good
Kirk
for
Cousins
him.
Know
man.
what he's doing. His agent needs to go down as one of the best agents in history
of all time. Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna like his family. His family doesn't need to work. Like he's have enough for like here's $1 million.
Hey,
for
he shops at Walmart too. Like the dude doesn't spend the money.
Walmart, Kohl's,
he's good with
Kohl's cash.
There's
a Kohl's like 1.7 miles from the practice facility.
Cards have first.
Four. Yeah, if that were to happen, you're telling me that the Cards move up.
Yeah,
because it's you got to remember, Derpy. It's the Bears, the Commanders, and the Patriots 1, 2, 3, and then the Cardinals. So yeah. I still know,
I
but
don't
I
know.
understand what you're saying. I think Marvin Harrison will be there. It's gonna depend on what
The Commanders are now the talk of the draft for
Yes.
me. Because
yes.
if they go Jaden Daniels,
Then
everything
the
changes.
Patriots will change the whole thing. That's crazy how Brock. We talked about that a couple weeks now. It's he's still dropping it, still dropping it, still dropping it. He don't stop. Till
It's funny because like I
QB
thought maybe the
draft.
Bears would take a flyer on them at 9, but then they got Gerald Everett. So like there's no need to go Brock Bowers now. You know, like he just he's going. You know,
I think the Colts
do the
grab
Jets
him,
at 10? Do the Jets at 10? Now they have their tackle situation figured out.
No.
They have their tackle situation figured out. Do you go Brock Bowers at 10 and get a top 5 talent at 10?
Or just drop down. If I was the Jets, I'd drop down.
Trade it for Devontae Adams.
If Brock Bowers is there, I think giving Aaron Rodgers a tight end because
you drop down. If you're the Jets, you drop down because Brock Bowers is dropping.
He's not dropping past like 13, 14. I've seen four mock drafts and he gets picked up 14, 15.
I don't think
he's not going past 15.
I don't think he passed since the Colts. Yeah.
I don't think he dropped past 15 either. I think someone will get him.
Colts ain't cheap.
For Cousins, it is.
For $400 million person, you ain't gonna see Jay-Z. You're not seeing Jay-Z go there. Patriots will not go Drake May. They will not go Drake May. They do not like him.
I don't know. I feel like they should, but I don't know.
No, they don't like Drake May.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like they should. I'm
not saying they shouldn't, but I'm just saying they already came out and said that they will not go Drake May.
They want a mobile quarterback, even though Drake May is technically mobile. I don't know, like if people are thinking about it. Drake May is fast. He's not elusive, but he's fast.
So what you're saying, Cincinnati makes a deal to get to 15.
Drake May to Denver.
That's what you're saying, Anthony. Because right now, Colts are at 15. I could see Drake May falling to Denver, and that's a possibility.
And that's what you have to worry about.
There's a possibility that look, we've seen QBs fall dramatically, like a lot. But again, Drake May could fall. I don't know. The way these teams, like you would think, and this happens every year. Like this team should get that player, right? Because that is their most crucial, spot to fill. And if they don't do
they have no talent there.
Yeah. What's up, John Harbaugh? How are you?
As a Commanders fan, I'm really
heartbroken. I want Caleb so bad.
Man, I wanted to give him
Commanders fans feel that way. You got two.
I know. Bryon over here, inside sources. Washington's about to come in with a big offer.
They said they're going to make the Bears say no. But now this whole Justin Fields thing is.
Well, I figured you when Justin Fields did get traded immediately, I thought thinking you were going to lose your leverage a little bit. Now he's gone, so now we really did lose some leverage.
Yeah, no.
I figured if you want Caleb Williams, go get him. I think the Commanders are just like, we'll just wait and see who's available at number 2 now.
You can't do anything now. I mean, the Bears are like, they're not trading number 1 now. That's just it. I'm expecting after this pro day, after the
trade with us, though, if you get the number 2. If you don't want Caleb Williams, you can still trade with us. Let us get Caleb Williams, and then you can get somebody else, and then get extra stuff.
That's true. But no, I think after the 20th and the 21st, so that the pro day and then the visit with Chicago, that this could be announced that the Bears are going to draft Caleb Williams, and I think that's what's going to happen, unless there's a red flag, because then Ryan Poles will be fired. I don't believe it takes 3 years to fire him. He will be fired in 2 years if this Caleb Williams thing doesn't go right.
Yes, when the Caleb Williams thing does go right, you're not allowed to celebrate the Bears' successes.
Oh, I'm not.
You're
not
off the train.
Yeah, I'm telling you, for a year, they're suspended. The Bears are suspended for a year.
The Bears are suspended for a year.
For a year, they're staying in my closet. All the jerseys are staying in the closet. I got like 7 of them. I want to get some more ones. more jerseys just because of that.
Yeah.
You guys are suspended until further notice.
Caleb is a perfect prospect. The only flaw I see about him is the fumbles and sometimes his hero ball, but defense was seriously horrible. So here's the thing. His ball security is a big thing. That's the problem. And he doesn't do a drop back. He needs oh man, this man sucks at drop back. I swear to God. Look, here we're going to disagree. A lot of us don't feel the same about the way you feel about Caleb, okay? Now, we're very unbiased here, except for Bryon, and when it comes to the Packers.
Well, even
Caleb, when it comes to 31 teams, but Bryon will be very biased when it comes to the Packers.
That's why they suspended.
Other than that, though, I don't feel the same about Caleb as much as putting the word perfect. I think there's a lot of flaws.
Caleb Williams is good. I think he makes a lot of good throws. I think
he's not going to produce on the Bears. The Bears, if they don't fix that, like everything about it, like there's the line still like needs
that left tackle needs to be looked at. Honestly, I don't know if that's it. I think that the lowest he could be is Kyler Murray. I think Caleb Williams, the lowest he could be is Kyler Murray,
which is not bad.
Which is not bad. It's a decent.
I don't know if he'll be a bust, Erpy. I don't think he's going to be.
He's too talented to be a bust. My question is his work ethic, and will people follow him? This is a man's game. I promise you. I've been in locker rooms. This is a man's game. If you're not a strong enough man to lead the organization and lead the locker room, they will find you out. And not that I know what he is or anything. I don't know what he is, but I know that when his teammates don't love him, that's a red flag to me.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't agree with this, sir. If we made them all-star, we made Justin Fields look like an all-pro quarterback, okay?
That's true.
Let's slow down a little bit with that.
Caleb,
you're not the only ones, guys.
We have the most dysfunctional front office for how long? With 1 year with the new regime, and we're like, these guys don't know what they're doing.
and then we might be talking
another the worst organization in
another Justin Fields issue, or another, the people are starting. Believe it or not, people are starting to question T-Law now too.
No, I know they're not giving him.
The thing is, Caleb might be that guy. It depends on the organization that they go and how well do they develop. Now they have given Caleb every opportunity for this team to succeed weapon wise. Now they just need to figure out the line. Exactly, John Over. Thank you. Yes. Yes. But think about this. They gave him this for him to step in and be like, "Here you are, dude. If you can't succeed with this, I don't know." Like Keenan Allen is old as hell. I get it.
No, but he's
on his way out.
Possession receiver,
still decent enough to be good enough. Like better than a wide receiver too. Like,
yeah, he's really good with DJ Moore. I think that works really well. I'm not even worried about Caleb Williams' father, because if any father who's been there with his son through all Pop Warner and high school and college and all that stuff will treat their son like that. Like, hey, this is what he is. He wants the best for his son. So I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about Caleb Williams overall as a leader, because if you're not a leader of men, no one's going to follow you. That's just a fact. Locker rooms are that way. And then the problem with the Bears line is that both their guards get hurt a lot. So and then they got two more backup guards, and their center was the worst center in all of football. They're ranked 32nd for their center. That's how bad they were. So when pressure's in your face, what is Caleb Williams going to be able to do? Caleb Williams is going to be able to do. I think Braxton Jones on the left side is okay, but he's not great at pass protection, but he's great at run blocking. I think you're good on the right side. The right side is fine. Darnell Wright was a great pick. But if Caleb Williams can't handle that pressure coming up front, up the middle, the Bears will lose a lot of games. And Caleb Williams will look bad because he was trying to do hero ball, and you can't do that in Chicago. You can't do it in the weather. There's a lot of things. And he hasn't played in this type of weather and played well. It's nothing like anything you can imagine. There's nothing. Justin Fields last year played, in the last couple of years, played a monsoon, one of the coldest games of all time, snowball, like when you can't even see the the lines, you're taking hits from an offensive line who can't block. So like, especially up the middle. So I'm just telling you that there's worries there.
Caleb Williams' character's problem very overstated. His teammates loved him. He flew out his whole line and fully paid their trip during the Heisman trip.
I actually have not heard that his teammates love him. His teammates said, and here's, I think the big problem was when he didn't play in the bowl game, right? And the team's like, finally the game is not just about one person. They're focusing on the entire team. Not blaming us for everything that happens. We're actually trying to play like a team. You don't say that about a quarterback who's bringing your team together. Not saying he didn't spend his money and try to do things. Some people just are. It's hard to bring it in. But I honestly, I think Caleb has a talent that's second to none. I think his talent is still the best. I do worry about his drop back. I do worry about him from under center because he doesn't play under center. I do worry about the pressure in his face. Those things are, I'm worried about. But my real worry is more. I've never watched Taylor Williams tape. Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. I didn't play football in college too. And I don't know what I'm talking about. You're right, John. I appreciate it. You're right. You are right.
And he lost big games this year. I just don't see it.
But they scored points. He has talent.
This was going to be a bear show from day one, Anthony.
Until the freaking draft. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if next year if the Panthers suck again and they have their first, it's going to be Panthers all year next year. That's how
I had it. I was about to click on it, and I was like, no.
The problem is because the Bears had the top picks in the last couple of years. It's always been about the first pick because they hold the draft.
It's Carolina's fault, honestly.
Mahomes went 5-7. That's because he had freaking stupid what's his face as a coach.
And he didn't have talent around him, but you saw the talent with him.
Oh my God. Who's your new coach, Washington over there? Freaking Cardinals, dude. Oh my God. Kingsbury. That's why. That's why Mahomes sucked. Because Kingsbury is a horrible coach.
Hey,
Kingsbury sucks.
Better than Chip Kelly, okay?
I think Kingsbury is creative.
He sucks.
I think he's creative, but I think sometimes when you're too creative, you forget about the details. Like, what's your bread and butter? I think that's what happens a lot of times with Cliff Kingsbury.
No.
Yeah.
Mahomes.
Get about the bread and butter.
Nobody can succeed under that man. It's just the way it is. The dude's a natural
didn't do
loser.
great in college, so to get a raise and get a promotion.
That's what I'm saying. And then look at Murray. He sucked too. Like, he sucks. I don't care. That's why Virginia Tech sucked too.
Virginia McCaskey is on 101. Do you think it could be a problem trying to?
Yeah. Virginia, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, no, as much as everyone wants to blame the McCaskies, I think the Bears organization lets the GM be the GM. I think that's what happened. I think that overall, Ryan Poles got what he wanted. He just probably should have waited after we got the medicals, after he already talked to him. I think that's what it really is when it comes down to.
Who did Caleb have last year? Brandon Rice is projected as 5th rounder. Look, overall, Caleb. We're not saying Caleb. Look, he's got a very we actually had a whole video on Justin.
Yeah, I don't know why
we've had these rookie prospects. We do them. We've had one a couple weeks ago. We did Calib Williams. One thing we do know is the man has a good arm, very good arm. And he can scramble and he can throw the ball. That's 100%.
Up here, down here, he throws sidearm. He has all the throws are right there. He doesn't drop back well. He doesn't play for under center well, but he does do that very well.
Yeah, I think the only thing is and the biggest issue a lot of people are saying is because his size, like he's 6 foot.
He's 6'1". He's 6'1".
6'1", whatever. It's still.
Yeah.
But then he also holds the ball like it's nothing. Like he doesn't. It's a ball security for me, man, and that's a big issue. Like that crucial times, if you turn over the ball, like how many years or how many times has he been told this? How is it that they can't be fixed? I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. And his mechanics are kind of hit or miss sometimes too, a little bit. But overall, he's gonna be decent for the next 4 years.
Yeah, he'll be decent
until we find out, like, if he sucks. Like, there's a big change from the NFL from coming to college. Like, sometimes most QBs don't transition, or some of them do. We'll see. Like, it's a big question. I don't like that he's landing with the Bears because the Bears have been atrocious setting up their line for their dude. Like, we've seen it for the past decade. It's just the way it is. So we'll see how it goes. I only hope the best for him, and we'll see. We'll see if Washington gets him, awesome. But
I mean, at this point, it's a done deal. And I disagree that Calib Williams did not have talent. I think he did have a lot of talent at USC still around him. And I think they obviously did because they scored a lot of points. I think that they didn't score points in the point times when it was needed. He did make bad mistakes. He didn't elevate his team the way I would want to. But I do also recognize in college it's different than pros. College is they're kids. So you're gonna have freshmen, you're gonna have sophomores. You have things that people that are there that are not the same as these professionals. But you have to be able to lead those guys too. You should be making them better no matter what. And USC was in games, but that they just can't do stuff. I don't know.
I'm excited because the draft isn't that far away. It's like a little over a month away, so 4 weeks, 5 weeks max. So it'll come a lot faster than what we actually think. King Henry Ravens and Hollywood to the Chiefs. Gave Ravens a run game and Mahomes has a speedy receiver again. It's going to be ridiculous. Yeah, no, absolutely. I actually do like that move. The Chiefs did a really good move there. And then it's an amazing move for me. Like if you ask me, I think that move was amazing.
Underrated. Definitely underrated.
Braden must have been happy as hell that day. Mark, was he happy?
What? I have Marquise Brown.
Whatever.
Oh no.
I was happy as hell, yes.
Okay. I thought he did.
Nope, I did.
My bad. I don't know.
You're good.
But we're gonna talk about anyways.
I was like this close to cutting him, and then I heard that the Chiefs were looking to sign him, and I was like, second that. I will
You're
not
gonna
cut you
cut
right
Marquise? Really? That's a dude you hold on to, man.
Yeah, that would have been a bad move. But then with Mahomes and Rasheed Rice on the other side too, still got Kelsey. I mean, they have definitely helped.
Yeah.
Help their
Look,
team
with Henry going to the Ravens is a very good asset. You got Lamar, Andrews, you got Zay Flowers, and don't forget, like behind Henry, you got a really fast back. Mitchell's going to be that different, like between them two. You got the bruiser, and then you got the speedster, and then you got Likely, who's basically a receiver. Like there's so many weapons there. So
I think they need a receiver. One more receiver.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they need a receiver. Yeah, of course. But I think
like
between
Mike Williams might be someone I would entertain.
With Hill, Henry, and Mitchell, like I think they'll be fine. Like I think the run game's just fine with the Ravens. Like no, it's gonna be hard because you have multiple guys that can run. I think it's set up for Lamar to pass more and reduce his usage and runner and keep it. Nah, I don't think so. I think it might be the same. I don't know. I think they might still they have 2-3 dudes that could just run right from the backfield. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think that they will reduce Lamar's running. I think Henry will get the ball. I mean, you can say whatever you want. I mean, the dude is a workhorse. Even last year, he's still second in all rushing. He the dude.
Do you think they give him 20 a game? Do you think they give Henery 20 carries a game? I don't think so.
I think they give him something like, especially towards the end of the game, something like 18 a game. And
That's
yeah, I think I think the other backs probably only get set to split 12.
I don't think Henery's going to be able to do 20 a game.
What did he average last year?
I don't know, but definitely Titans saw that Tajay Spears was doing a lot more.
Exactly. What
Tajay got 20
getting as much as he did?
That was stupid. Look, you just basically got an older Tajay Spears. Why? I don't understand.
To mentor Tajay? No, I'm kidding.
They got Tony Pollard with Tajay. It's just the same dude, just older.
Hey, one has 2 ACLs though.
I don't see them using Henery as much as people think they probably will. You got to understand that he's hitting that marker where he might just retire as a Raven. Like it's happening. Sir, nobody will like to see Lamar throw more. Yeah. Well, yeah. If you give him another receiver, they will. That's a hot take. I don't know. If they use him 20 a freaking game, yeah. They shouldn't, though.
Understand. So Gus Edwards had 198 carries last year. All right. So that's 200 carries. So Gus Edwards averaged
that's a lot.
12 a game for Gus Edwards. I think he gets more than 12. I think he gets.
He got to play in every game, though, did he?
He played in every game.
I think he did.
He did. He played every game. He just didn't.
He wasn't the main
focus for some of them.
In some games. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think Henery goes. And Martin might be right. 14. He might get 14 to 15 carries a game.
They're not going to give him 20. That's too much. Especially when he's that good, you're going to need him for playoffs.
Exactly. You're holding on for playoffs.
You have Keaton Mitchell.
He did it. He was number one in carries, guys. Derrick Henry last year had 280 carries.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, but he still didn't produce as much as like we've said this years ago. There's
still 4.2 miles.
I get it. I get it. He's still good,
but he's still like the second best running back in the NFL.
He is. And I think for his career, he is the best. But I also agree with Martin that they should not run him all the time. They should pace him.
Yeah, you need him for the playoffs. You guys are going to make playoffs again. Like, that's no doubt about it. You guys are one of the best teams that's coming, and nobody really left, to be honest.
He averaged 16 and a half carries last year.
Lost Patrick Queen.
Okay, like he was above average linebacker. I get it. Good. He's a good linebacker, but he wasn't a leader. The linebackers that are coming in can easily just put up as much as what he like.
Well, they already got Trent Simpson, so they already have him replaced.
I'm not worried about that. Would have liked Barkley in the Chargers, but and mostly in Potts during the division and worth it. Yeah, no, Barkley with the Chargers would have been great, but I think they would have overworked him and he would have been dead.
Yeah. He gets injured too often. I think Eagles is actually a good team for him to go to because they're not going to use him all the time. They're going to use Kenneth Gainwell all sometimes.
Sometimes I like to see the world burn. I absolutely love that move. Screw the Giants, man. That's just like an Aaron Jones. He didn't do it
for the animosity, though. He went to Penn State. He's from that area. He's an Eagles fan. That's why he did it.
Yeah. He also did it for the money.
They welcomed the
and in the money, but it had nothing to do with
$13 million as a running back. Yeah.
It wasn't like, the Giants don't want to pay me. I'm going here.
Was he?
I think it was only between Philadelphia and Texans.
Yeah, I think those were the only two teams who were really going to get him.
Gus Edwards was injured last year.
I mean, he did get injured, but he played in all 17 games. Injured or not.
Did he miss any? I don't think he missed any.
No, he didn't play. I mean, he didn't miss any. He played in every one.
A lot of moves at running back and a couple larger paydays. I think the position was too. Last season. Yes. Yeah, no. It's devalued because of the age of it. Because of that, what happened last year, it got even worse.
I think that last year was the tip of not wanting to pay anybody, and then this year
that's what I'm saying. It made it worse for them.
They realized, okay, no, we need a number one running back actually matters. You do need two running backs, but having a number one matters.
It's harder for teams now to get a running back, though. That's the thing.
Unless you're Atlanta, because you get.
And then this class, this class isn't going to help any of that.
Well, I think that helped too with the running backs getting paid this offseason. But we're not getting anybody in this.
No, they're not getting.
No one in here is going to help.
Like Brooks and Benson, like I get it, they're like good, but they're not going to be the change. They're not going to be the running back that every team needs to fill in that gap. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, guys. Like this running back class is terrible. They're good. They're very good RB2s. They could be like Warren and then immerse as somebody who progressively gets better and then becomes relevant like Warren. Okay. But it's gonna, again, when Warren came in, he wasn't even the second guy. It was McFarland or wasn't it McFarland who was over him? And then he outdid him. So it's gonna take some time for these running backs. Now, if one of them lands with the Chargers, with Edwards, that'd be great.
Texans setting up for war. They taking the division. I mean,
they could. I mean, they've done some great moves. I love the Danielle Hunter. Oh, I love that move.
Right,
that defense.
I told Braden, there's no bigger flex that you're winning the offseason than going, hey, we don't even need our first round pick. That's what the GM of the Texans said. He's like, oh, we're doing so good right now. Here, you can have the first round pick. We'll just have more second round picks. It's all good.
That's crazy. All right.
I mean, Joe Mixon.
Yeah, Joe Mixon. Well, they missed out on Barkley, so they had to do something.
Joe Mixon's a rental, though.
But I think that a 3-year extension?
Yeah, but he's going to be that 1 to 2 year decent enough. Like, I don't see them rolling with him for the next 3. Like, he'll be on the roster for 3 years. I get it. But I have a feeling next year's running back class, they'll snag one of those.
They could get one. Not have to worry about them yet.
They're going to have
to. And see, I think Mixon plays their 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But since it's an extension, I think it's a 4-year contract, but I think he plays some 3 years and then he gets cut.
Yeah.
So Joe Mixon is relatively young still, guys. I mean, got a lot of tread on the tire. I mean, not a lot of tread left on the tire, but he's 27. I think he plays there. He gets kicked out. 30.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. No. It's going to be interesting. And this is my favorite time because you see teams kind of getting their pieces that they miss. And then you see them going after veterans that they need. And then you see, like, because of the certain veterans that they get is who they're going to develop and who they're going to get in the draft still. Because now they fix what we've projected for the last couple of months. Like, okay, it's fixed now. They don't need to do it, but they can change. They either draft, they go worse in the draft. Like they go back, right? And then change for next year. So the reason of all this is, development. And I love it because why it affects our dynasty leagues. Like, damn, I'm having a horrible off season. A quarter of my team has moved.
Trading Justin Fields for a 4th round pick.
I still believe in the man. So I think I might have to make some moves here, but I think I'm gonna wait closer to the draft, and it's kind of like the same thing. These guys, it's
the same thing.
But speaking of dynasty, I don't know if you guys wanted to do some dynasty picks before or some trades before we head out.
Answer Anthony's question real quick. Do that.
All right. What's one move this offseason you like, and what's one move that has you saying why?
Well, outside
think
of the
one that's
Fields
making
one,
you say why is
Let's
Fields.
not say Justin Fields outside Fields.
outside of the Fields one, the Tony Pollard one was one of them.
Okay.
I felt like you're basically just getting another replicate of what you have. So that doesn't change your offense because Tony Pollard is exactly like Tajay Spears, but older. That doesn't change the way your offense runs unless you plan on doing that same thing over and over and over again. And these guys are going to learn that you're going to use these speedsters as pass catchers. That's the problem with the Titans there. They didn't replace a bruiser. They just got another pass catcher. So I get that. I get that's what they're doing. But it doesn't help that the Titans don't have a reliable QB to make that happen. That's my issue behind it. But what I did love is Saquon going to the damn Eagles just to say F you to the Giants. That I love that one. Absolutely. Like 100%. Those are my two that I just love. Like, good for Saquon. Is he going to be as productive as most people think? We don't know. Swift had a good year, but again, I think Sirianni has to like keep what he had with the rhythm of last year and figure out that, oh, hey, this running back can do something. So, yeah, that's how I feel about those.
Mark, what you got?
For me, one move that has me saying why. I don't know. Honestly, I mean, I get the Tony Pollard one because even when I saw that, I had to take a step back and I was like, didn't see that one coming. Like, I saw all these possible landing spots for him. Titans were never high on my radar. I don't know. Everything else has been kind of crazy, but nothing's really made me say why. As far as a move I like, at the end of the day, I kind of like the Sam Howell trade. You have to move a fourth and a sixth into a third and a fifth.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's not bad for a guy who still you don't know. I mean, it sucks if he takes off with the Seahawks after Geno, but
he has the capability of doing it.
Oh, I know. I think he does. But I mean, I get why we did it, so that's why I wasn't like I was a little sad, but I understood why we did it. It wasn't their guy.
Yeah.
They weren't going to do anything with them.
I think with Sam Howell owners now down Dynasty, like I would try and exercise trading it to the DK owner just to see what happens.
Right. That's not a bad idea.
I wouldn't necessarily drop them. I would like Sam Howell. He's still reliable. You could probably get something a low pick for him in your Dynasty league. So, yeah.
I mean, I also really like Hollywood going to the Chiefs.
That's a good pick for them.
Ooh, might have an actual legit number one receiver with Hollywood now, so I was excited.
What's up, DemBoyZ?
Hey, what's up, DemBoyZ?
Bryon, what you got?
Yeah. Can I say not home? I don't understand giving a fifth rounder for a backup guard. I don't understand it. That and then the starter got released the next day. So I didn't understand that what Chicago was doing with that, giving up a fifth rounder for that. So that's just silly to me. I think the whole Hollywood Brown going to the Chiefs is just such a great idea. But I think I'm going to go with Daniel Hunter, like going to the Texans. I thought that was such a smart move. Really makes you, plays the run well, plays the pass well. You're going to be shaking in your boots. You got to play the Texans. They have great DBs. Now they have a great line play. Dude, that's amazing. And now you get CJ Stroud the ball back. I thought that was just a great move.
Mm-hmm.
So those are mine.
Not bad. Just snowing out there in Flurries. Nothing major. Well, I wish I had snow. So you want to ignore that?
Okay.
All right, then, boys. But if you ask me, I think that's okay. I'll ignore it. Is it good? Oh, because he gave us some love. DJ Reader to lines, interior pressure, and a great run stop versus all new running back in division. why did Titans sign Ridley other than take him for the so?
You must really believe in your quarterback, man. I don't know.
Gabe Davis is the answer, I guess. But Gabe Davis, he's shown abilities to do it. I don't know, man. It scares me because if he wasn't able to do it in Buffalo for multiple weeks, because we've seen him pop off every 4 to 5 games, and it's like, damn, dude, this is why they got him. But then he disappears for like ever. So I don't know. But hey, look, the Ridley signing definitely I don't know. They got Hopkins, Ridley, and a quarter of a Burks because that man can't stay on the field than more than 4 games.
I mean, maybe he could do okay. It's just, you must really believe in your quarterback to do this. Like, you really have to.
Willis isn't the guy. Or Levis, man.
Levis, yeah. Well, Levis,
both of them. They're both of them or not.
They must say that Will Levis is the truth. We're going to give him weapons. We're going to give him nothing. So
they still just need Willis to get traded, and then every quarterback from that draft class would have been traded to Sussex. I'll rather pick it.
So you gave QJ the 106 and the 110 for JT, Jamison Williams, Devin White, and the 310. Mike Williams. What? But
so Jamison Williams. I mean,
Jamison Williams.
RC2.
I saw Jamison like as him. My bad.
JT's is your best runner.
Devin White's gonna be.
You're not going to get a better running back.
I think you'll be fine. I don't because QJ is. Dude, Harbaugh, I don't like him for pass catchers.
106 and 110. JT's worth the 106, right? Just by himself.
Yeah.
You know,
I think you're okay with this trade. I like it. You get JT, Devin White, who's very good at PPR. He's a PPR machine. And Jamison Williams he's shown that he's still good. Like he didn't get to play or showed as much. Why? Because there's other weapons.
He got the ball. He
hurt.
Did well.
Yeah. So I think you're fine. I think Jamison Williams is going to be just fine. And you got a third. So you got another draft pick. Like you lost your 6 and 10, but you'll be all right. QJ.
I don't know. It's quick. So JT, I think is worth the 106, right? Jameson is better than QJ, I think Jameson is better than QJ. So I think but it's pretty equal. It's a decent trade. Is Devin White worth the 110? That's the question.
I think the 106 and the 110 is worth the JT alone. He's
especially this year because there's no running backs.
That's what I'm saying.
That might be a good point.
So the 106 and the 110 is the JT. Yeah. Essentially, you're just giving QJ for Jamison Williams and Devin White, and the third is free. I like this move. I like it. I do. I'm not opposed to what you just did here. Like, you gave the 106 is probably Malik Neighbors, Bowers, or Rome Odunze, and the 110 is probably Xavier Worthy, Coleman, Thomas, one of those guys. That's the 110 era. So that's what I'm saying. Like I would take Jamison Williams and Devin White over some of these guys because the running backs this year are going to go till later. Like though even the 110 might be the first running back. So I think you're fine. And QJ, we still got to figure out what the hell they're doing in Chargers because the new coaches, I don't like the new coach as pass catchers. Running backs, hell yeah, but not as pass catchers. So
I'm still because I think with the 110, you could have gotten you a great edge rusher. So that's where I think so. Talking about Devin White, but if you were able to get Dallas Turner or Jared Verse, that 110.
And he said IDP
and then
scoring
106.
is high. But what's high? But
you get Jared Verse or Dallas Turner. That's still gets you a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
And
I still think in IDP leagues,
edge rusher, that's possible. And then
I guess because he says it's this IDP
the sack
scoring
still work
high.
with a lot even IDP.
Yeah. White averaged 15 points for last year in that league.
But that's what I'm saying. Is Devin White Dallas Jared Verse Dallas Turner?
No, either way, I think he did fine.
Yeah,
I like it. What
about you, Mark?
I think it's pretty even trade, honestly.
Think it's a fine trade?
I mean, yeah, you gave up the 106 and the 110, but you got a number one running back. Jamison Williams still has such upside. He could be the number one receiver there. And then I don't know what Devin White's going to be. Isn't he with Philadelphia now?
What? No.
Devin White's not with Tampa Bay. They cut him.
What?
Yeah, they kept David instead. I'm pretty sure he signed a 1-year deal with Philly.
Shit.
That's why I'm thinking Dallas Turner is like.
I didn't know.
He's pretty. I'm pretty sure Devin.
Yeah, they gave up on Devin White towards the end of the year last year.
Why didn't you guys stop me, man? I'm over here looking like a jackass.
I kept on asking you questions like what are we talking about?
Yeah, I was like, they gave up on Devin White towards
Dallas,
the end of last year.
Dallas Turner at the 110.
In house
and then
you know what I'm thinking of? You know what I'm thinking of? Thinking about the running back.
That's why I'm like, man, you could have kept QJ, Rome Odunze, and Dallas Turner, and
Yeah. So Devin White is the only one where I'm kind of like just because Leonard Fournette's there too. And he did nothing when he got there last year. So I don't know what they're doing with the linebacker position in Philly, but
you know what it was.
But we also don't know what we're going to get with QJ. Is he going to keep dropping balls?
I'm thinking of Rashad White as well.
I was going to say, are you thinking of Rashad White?
Oh, Rashad White, because I'm thinking like, I don't understand.
No, that's why I'm thinking Rashad White. What? But nobody stopped me when I said Devin White's a PPR machine. Nobody stopped me. You guys just let me ramble on. I'm like, you guys should have said, hold on, Devin White, that's the wrong White. I was thinking of Rashad, not Devin.
Yeah, it's more fun this way.
No, no.
Devin. I didn't want to like interrupt you, but I was like, look, I don't see. I think that's. I don't like.
If I'm completely freaking wrong, please stop me before we embarrass the entire channel. What are we doing here? I can't get every freaking player right. Like there's guys, you guys are terrible.
I don't.
The same last name, man.
You
see the mistake. The same last name. Nah, that irritates me.
QJ, as I said, QJ, you can get Rome Dunze, or maybe you get you Malik Neighbors, whatever, along with Dallas Turner. I think that that might be a better way to go. Unless you're really hurting at running back, because if you're really hurting at running back, it's nothing. You have to do whatever you have to do to get your running back. But if you're not hurting at running back, I think that it's like I don't know.
I'm still thinking about this, and I still think it's fun.
JT's
I think it's fun too. Just
great running back.
JT. Yeah, it's got JT. That's what makes it an even trade for me.
But QJ might end up being your number one now with the Chargers.
Well, he is the number one. They got nobody else
because there's no one else left there.
Yeah, they got nobody else.
There's no one else left in the cupboard. So Jamison is not going to be number one because Amon-Ra is going to always be that number one guy. So and he's young. Amon-Ra is young. So Jamison is always number two. So that's why I was comparing them. But I mean, I don't think either one of you guys would be upset with the trades you made. I think whoever you traded to is probably happy, and you're probably happy because you have the running back.
Right.
Yeah. Titans cuts AJ Brown.
They didn't cut AJ. They traded
bootleg AJ Brown. Signed really to fix the mistake and not keeping AJ Brown. Yeah. That's kind of what it looks like, but again, that's Burks. I think it's Burks because he can't stay healthy. Burks was really good in college. Like he was one of the best. I don't understand. Like he's had already 2 concussions and his leg got messed up or something like that. Like he can't stay healthy. It's bad. And trust me, I know this because I drafted him at the 108, I think, one year. So
that was not very good draft, though, wasn't it? Wasn't it the same draft with Kenny Pickett?
Yeah, it was a terrible draft.
That was not a very good draft altogether.
No, it wasn't.
So Treylon Burks in the first was still a good pick, I think.
Yeah, but the thing is about Dynasty is like it hurts you, it burns you no matter what.
That was the draft where I just started trading my picks away. I was like, hey, ain't nobody in this draft. I'll get rid of my picks.
Hey. Fan here, Jamison will get solid usage here at the X and deep routes. He's still good. I think he's fine. 800 to 900 yards. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Ooh,
I know I could see that.
That's a lot.
Because if Amon-Ra is going to be double covered, and then you got freaking Porta,
most Sam Laporta. That's why I just don't see it. It's the Sam Laporta thing. Because Sam Laporta, and they got 2 running backs, and and Gibbs is going to get the ball too. So get 800 to 900 yards. That's a lot.
It leaves J-Mo open.
I don't know. I don't know.
They're going to focus on so much on Amon-Ra, Laporta, and Gibbs.
They will but I don't think you can stop all 3 of those things anyway.
Yeah, so right. That's why J-Mo's going to be
That's what I'm saying. You're not like Jameson's going to be the 4th option no matter what. So you're not going to be able to fix all those.
You don't think he can get 800 to 900 yards?
I think he gets 650 to 7, which is I feel like I'm splitting hairs.
Damn, dude. That's wow. Holy crap. I want to spike bet you right now on that one. I'm gonna do an early freaking spike bet on that one.
So you what 750?
600 yards?
That's a 6 to 750. That's what I said. That's a 6 to 750. Yeah.
Okay.
I think 9 is way out of the realm of possibility. I don't think that's even close.
I give him 800. I'll give him 800.
That's splitting hairs about 50 yards.
Went in Payne and Dexter, so
yeah, that's 50 yards.
Yeah, I realized I was talking about the freaking wrong white. Yeah. I only have Fred. Whoa. Oh, you're in my boat. You need.
Yeah. But no, that's okay because if you go one of those edge rushers,
that's the thing though. But they don't transition to the NFL. I know everybody was good. Why else would they be in the NFL? If they weren't good in college, they wouldn't make the NFL.
Hey,
like I said this one time. They don't transition.
He still started NFL games. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. What? That's true.
Tom Boyle, the quarterback for the Jets.
Boyle was a backup in college and never won like one game.
He had more interceptions in college than he did touchdowns, and still somehow made it to the NFL.
I do also worry about the Detroit Lions with getting Donovan Peoples-Jones. Does he become the possession guy, the big body possession guy, and then that only leaves Jamison as the deep threat, who's ultra talented, but I don't know if the ball is enough balls to go around. I just don't know.
Yeah, plus I like to run the ball a lot, so
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
With both their
2 great number one running backs.
I think he could do it. I think Jared Goff can get it done. He has so much talent around him. I just got that TB12 program. Oh my gosh, dude, no. Don't. Look, I think overall though, like Laporta will probably be
it's 1,000-yard
second read.
1,000-yard receiver.
He's going to be the second read to Amon-Ra with Gibbs, and then
Gibbs being the third.
But I do feel like J-Mo is going to be that deep threat.
Exactly.
Will make up for the amount of you. Like if this dude gets 80 yards, he's already hit the 50 threshold per game. And he does it again 2 games later. That's already I just feel like he can't get it done.
It's kind of what we had this past season. But the thing is, he only had 354 yards this past season. So even if he doubles it.
Yeah, but he was also suspended for 6 of them.
Yeah,
so I said double it, right? so double what he did. So I'm not saying no. I'm saying even if he doubled it, that's still only 700 yards. And I think that's good for a receiver when you have Donovan Peoples-Jones there too. I think that's good. So that's why I'm saying that's where I'm at. 650.
I say 800. I'm okay with 800. But
yeah, we're literally only 50 yards apart, so I'm not. It's not the biggest thing ever. But
all right. One on this one. 12-team dynasty, 1 QB. Give Mike Evans and the 105 for Amon-Ra St. Brown. 12-team dynasty, 1 QB.
One more time, sorry.
Mike Evans and the 105. So essentially, Rome Odunze, Malik Neighbors
for
St. Brown.
Amon-Ra?
No, I'm taking Mike Evans side.
Mike Evans and the 105.
It's 2 receivers for 1. Like I like Amon-Ra St. Brown. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think Mike Evans' production is going to go down really. And then you bring in another.
He's never got 1,000 yards. He's never got 1,000 yards. So you get that with another guy who's younger who could also do the same thing. I'm okay.
All right. Second one's you got 12-team Superflex tight end premium. Russell Wilson, the 106, and the 306. Okay, so Russell Wilson, 106, 306. For the 104 and the 204. So essentially, you move up 2 spots, and you get a second.
I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that.
It seems like a fairly even trade.
Yeah. Either way, yeah. Everyone should be walking out happy.
I think you would do it because in the back of your mind, you're going to say when is Fields going to take over?
Yeah.
Or essentially
a 1 year, $1 million. Thinking, okay.
Plus moving up to the 104.
He's going to be the next Fitzgerald, man. He's going to be moving from team to team. That's the case here, I think. All right. Half PPR dynasty, 2 QB. Okay. This was as of 9 hours ago, so this was total less. This was the Steelers trade, essentially was official kind of thing. Fields and the 106 for Richardson. It's a 2 QB. Half PPR.
So I get Fields and JJ McCarthy for Richardson.
Yeah, probably. It might be JJ McCarthy. Yeah,
maybe. Depends on if the people.
I mean, because Marvin Harrison Jr. is number 1, right?
You're looking at Rome Odunze, Neighbors. Maybe I don't think Harrison will be there, but I think you're maybe looking at JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, JJ. I think JJ's probably could, and maybe Jaden, even Daniels, depending if the guy in front of you needs a receiver. All you need is one.
I think in a 2 QB. I think it might be Williams, Jaden Daniels, 102, 103. I don't think Daniels will be there that far at the 106.
Then do you think Drake? Does that mean Drake May's the 104?
I'm thinking for 104, it's either Drake May or JJ. Yeah.
And then Harrison will be in there at the 5, the 4 or 5. It's going to be JJ or Drake May 4 or 3 or 4.
So it's possible I could get JJ McCarthy and Justin Fields for AR.
Yes.
So you're trading those 2 for Richardson.
I feel like it's a fairly even trade.
Yeah, I'm. See, it's hard because I can't take my fanhood out of it.
I'm keeping Fields, man.
Yeah,
I'm on that. If you go
in the 106, I think the 106.
I feel like the beginning of the season is more tilted to AR because he's going to start. He's going to be the guy in Indianapolis. But towards the end of the season, you could have both JJ and Fields starting. So
yeah.
Or Rome Odunze, Neighbors, or Harrison.
Yeah. So or a receiver if you need a receiver.
Because it's half PPR.
All the QBs could go. All the QBs could go, which leaves you with Harrison or Rome Odunze.
That's true too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, when you first said JJ, I said all quarterbacks could be gone by the time you pick. So,
which might be even better for me. That I got a quarterback and a receiver, with 25 years old in a dynasty setting. Yeah, I think that's a great
I feel
idea.
like it's pretty
Give me the
even
Fields
trade.
one.
Yeah. All right. All right. We'll do this one. Last one, and then we'll call it. 10 teams, Superflex. Trade Russ. They also have Fields for Hollywood. Their only QBs is Dak and Russ. And Russ is my third. So basically you're trading. Hold on, that doesn't make sense. 10 team Superflex, trade Russ.
Those Russ.
They have Fields for Hollywood. So basically you're trading Russ for Hollywood. I would do that.
Can I say no? Because I can't do that yet.
Yeah, because
Superflex
Hollywood. Yeah, but you're getting Hollywood, who's going to be with easily the best one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
You're 100% right, but my Superflex, I can't play a quarterback because I only have 2 quarterbacks. Because Justin Fields won't be starting at the beginning, so I'll be.
Yeah, but Russ is his third QB.
But they have Fields too, right?
No, the other team has Fields.
Oh, the other team. Okay. If Russ is your third QB, then you could trade that there. That's fine.
I think what you would do here is you would trade Russ to get Hollywood, and then in the draft go QB.
Yeah.
And see who falls to you.
And that's better for you long term, no matter what.
I wish this question said where they were at in the draft.
Yeah.
To determine how I would make that decision.
I would probably even if you say you're at the 108, 110, would I go Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr.? Like,
you should
I'd be a better backup for you
because it's yes, because you have your 2. So I'm assuming that their 2 is obviously better than Russ. So you would have to go QB. Even if you were at the 110, you would have to go. Yeah, I would do that. So I would get Hollywood right now. Like Hollywood is probably a good prospect right now to get because damn. All right, that's it. That's it. Pretty much all I have for today. So, guys, you have anything else?
Nope. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. You think my rant was bad today? Just wait till Tuesday. And then you think mine's bad? Just wait to Tanks. just wait for Tanks, man. Tuesday will be about trying to break this down. I thought it was going to be about Keenan Allen. which I think is a good trade, but now it's going to be about this whole stuff. And hopefully we get some more moves, some more action so we can talk about the rest of the NFL. Because I was so against talking about quarterback during this game this week. And we do this.
So, Anthony, as usual, always in here, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Savor the flavor. Good to see you, man, as always, man. DemBoyZ, Derpy, all you guys. And John, look, the man's very emotional. Okay? That's all I got to say. He's a really good dude, but John, look.
You can come argue with me on Tuesday, John.
He's very emotional right now. He just lost one of his favorite players for a 6th-round pick, and he doesn't like this new
I have to
fresh
suspend my favorite team.
So
my favorite team is suspended.
So give him a little bit of a little leeway. So yeah, that's gonna be even worse if that happens. So, but guys, anyways,
good now.
Come back for Brian's Tuesday show when he talks about his Bears. Tank will hopefully be there. I don't see him on Sundays anymore. I miss him, so I don't know. Good talking ball. Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, no, and then we got the draft coming. The draft's gonna come here a lot sooner than it. Like for me, it's probably next week because I'm gonna be gone all freaking April. So by the time I get back, I'll be like, hey, the draft is in my face. Awesome. Like I'm gonna be gone all of April. So
we're planning our trip to Detroit. No, I'm just kidding.
Up until the draft. So good thing is you can buy it. Yeah, that is very true. Even as the Steelers, maybe.
I will buy a Steelers jersey, Fields. I'll be there with a terrible towel like next year. I'm not spending any money on the Bears game, but I hope if the Bears play the Steelers, I'm wearing the Steelers jersey. I'm gonna take a picture for the Soldier Field with the Steelers jersey on.
Jesus.
Guess you're not coming to Indianapolis for the Colts Bears game then, huh?
I can't spend money. I'll spend money on AR. I'm wearing my Peyton Manning jersey.
But that's Tuesday for you guys, and then we'll be back Wednesday, all three of us. Hopefully, Mark will be there. Oh, man, we just our schedules are weird, but no, for sure, me and Bryon will be there for sure Wednesday. Talk about more football shenanigans. See if anybody else gets signed here within the next couple of days. Yeah, or trades. God, I hope there's another trade. I hope there's a trade. Why? Because I love it. Anyways, guys, take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you guys back on Tuesday. And that's it.
That's good.
Take care, guys.
Later.
Thanks, guys.